Welcome, kiddos, to today's edition, day 5 of Social Studies with Mr. Ryder, and we have been talking a lot about New Mexico. And I've had a lot of fun. I hope you have as well. If you're watching this on Friday, then you are just about to finish up your first week of virtual learning. And I hope it's been fun. I know it's certainly different. It's different for us teachers as well. It's kind of weird having to not have students in front of me and just be talking to a computer. But like I said, guys, we're going to get through this and things will get back to normal. Don't you worry about that. So it's our review day, and that's whenever I'm going to just talk about all the things that we've done this week, what we've learned, and it's going to finish off with a nice big test that I know you're going to do great on. So first off, what I want to do is talk about on Monday, I told you what social studies was and why that's important. And social studies is learning about lots of different things, economics, government, being a good citizen, geography, and fitting in that geography piece is New Mexico. You finished off by watching a YouTube video on New Mexico. Well, on Tuesday, we talked about what culture is, and culture is a people group and how they live, how people, and then these people groups are different. And so around the world, there's different people groups, and the way they live is their culture. There's different cultures in China and in Russia and Mexico and Australia. And here in America, we have our own American culture. But even if you shrink that down, within America, we have things like New Mexico culture and Louisiana culture. We even did a Venn diagram, and we talked about how those two states have different cultures, but there are some ways that they are the same. That's where our Venn diagram overlapped in the middle there. Well, on Wednesday, and then for homework, you talked to some family members about how New Mexico is unique. Hopefully you found some new things out. On Wednesday, we talked about our awesome flag right here. We talked about that symbol in the middle, how it's called the Zia, and where we get that from, the Zia tribe, the people. And the colors, yellow and red, are the colors from Spain. That's where we got the colors for our flag. And you finished off by making a cool poster. Hopefully it's on your fridge. And if it's not, it should be. Thursday, we discussed what a tourist is and where a tourist might come whenever they come to New Mexico. They could visit all kinds of cool places. Well, right now I'm going to do a final review of your study guide. So hopefully you printed yours out and you quizzed your parents last night, and then they quizzed you, and maybe you did better than your parents. I hope so. Well, let's review some of this stuff before we take our test later on today. New Mexico became a state way back in the year 1912. I'll pause after I ask each question, so hopefully you can yell it out in your house. Not too loud for your parents, but New Mexico was the blank state in the USA. That's right, 47. New Mexico is the blank largest state in the USA. If you said fifth, that's right. New Mexico's abbreviation, that's an easy one, NM. The population of New Mexico is around how many million? 2. The capital of New Mexico is Santa Fe, and we know our governor lives there in Santa Fe, Michelle Grisham. The largest city in New Mexico, that's the city you live in, Albuquerque. The major river in New Mexico is the Rio Grande. Good job. New Mexico's nickname is the Land of Enchantment. The state question is, think about Mexican food, Mexican restaurants. You nailed it, red or green. The state colors, it's kind of similar, red and yellow. The state bird is the Roadrunner. There's a picture right there. The state flower is the yucca. And how would that flower taste? Yucca, you're right. The state animal is the black bear. The state tree is called the pinon. The state fish is the cutthroat trout. The state cookie is the Christmas time cookie. Say it out loud. Biscochito. Good. There's lots of tourist spots in New Mexico, but two really important ones are White Sands and Carlsbad Caverns. We have the largest festival of this kind in the entire world. It's called the Balloon Fiesta. And then we also learned that states have neighbors, and we have some neighbors too. To the north of us is Colorado. To the east of us is Texas. The west, Arizona. And then right below us to the south is not even a state at all. It's a country, Mexico. And then we learned that there are 4 states that are part of a region, and we're part of the Southwest region with Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. And then we already talked about this. That Zia symbol is right in the middle of our flag. If you know all of this information, you're going to be fine for your homework today. So let's talk about this, guys. You have 2-part homework. The first one is print out the blank New Mexico test. Your job is to take that test without any help. That means you can't have the study guide right next to you while you're taking your test. It's a test. And after you're finished taking the test without any help, have your parents grade it after you're done. Hopefully your score will be awesome. After that, I want you to stick it on your fridge so everybody can see how smart you are when it comes to New Mexico. This next homework is going to be really easy. Don't think that I'm a mean teacher by giving you homework over the weekend, but this is your fun homework. You're going to go on a treasure hunt. I want you and your family to go on a walk. And during your walk, I want you to try and find as many of our state things that are unique to New Mexico as you can. You might see a yucca. You might see a Roadrunner. I want you to point these things out with your family. Maybe you'll see a hot air balloon. There's all kinds of stuff. Now remember, if you see a black bear, run. Or do whatever your parents say. You're not going to see a black bear. But check this out. I got to show you this. In my backyard, I've got a yucca right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but hopefully you did. So that's a little bit of New Mexico for you. Hey, thank you so much for coming on the New Mexico journey with me. I hope after this week you have a love of New Mexico. I sure do. We have an awesome state. It's full of amazing food, a wonderful culture, beautiful landscape and scenery. It's got an awesome history and lots of great people. So, happy Friday. Good luck on your tests. Have an awesome weekend. I'll see you next week with some new social studies material. We're going to have fun learning some more about social studies. And as always, go Tigers.